To withdraw from the local state of emergency. That is what is on the table right now. San Francisco supervisors are discussing that as we speak. At least two supervisors think that it is too early to take up that debate. Crowd 4's Haaziq Madyun reports.
10 days into San Francisco's state of emergency declaration targeting drugs and crime in the Tenderloin. SFPD's early results are in. 1.6 kilos of drugs seized, including 1 kilo of fentanyl, $4,300 in drug money confiscated, and 32 felony arrests.
It gave the authority for the city to declare a state of emergency so monies and resources and energy can be shifted around to really focus on the public health crisis that we have in the Tenderloin in particular.
So why are the San Francisco Board of Supervisors hearing a motion to decide if they should debate the issue again so soon after overwhelmingly voting in favor of concurring with Mayor Breed's emergency declaration?
And less tolerant of all the that has destroyed our city.
I think there are some people that would like to relitigate the issue, but I think some members of the board.
San Francisco Supervisor Asha Safai is not one of them. He used to work in the Tenderloin and talks about how it has changed.
The level of despair and the level of criminal activity and the level of drug use and drug dealing and violence far surpasses anything that we've seen in a long time.
His board colleague, Aaron Peskin, is one of two supervisors who voted against the emergency declaration. He is introducing a motion to withdraw concurrence with the mayor's proclamation declaring a local emergency. Supervisor Peskin declined our request for an interview. Tenderloin District Supervisor Matt Haney had this to say.
So this was just passed 10 days ago. And so it's my view that we need to actually give it an opportunity to work. Get people off the streets into treatment, bring some safety and health and wellness to a community that's suffering.
Haaziq Madyun, Crowd 4 News.